We have an indisputable, in-depth exclusive. This is a hard story. Put it up full mass. A Black Rutgers student has been missing for 100 days. And the white male last seen with him had threatened him with a knife months prior. You're looking at 22-year-old Morty Wortman, known as Morty. Now, this is the 33-year-old Adam Zalouk, the man who threatened him with a knife this summer. We do have the background. I'm going to give you as much information as we can. The incident in July that led to Adam facing criminal charges, according to an affidavit of probable cause. Adam allegedly asked Wortman for a sexual favor. When he refused this sexual favor, Adam became irate and decided to threaten him with a knife by advancing toward him with the blade extended. Adam then reportedly carved the word slut, S-L-U-T, into the young Mr. Wortman's car before ramming the back of the vehicle 2 times, the affidavit states. Mr. Wortman actually captured the incident on video. Indisputable does not have that video as of yet. We are working to obtain it. So Adam then was charged with 3rd-degree terroristic threats, 3rd and 4th-degree weapons offenses, and 4th-degree criminal mischief, according to online court records. The nature of their relationship is unclear. Morty's brother, Ivan Mark, said, though he believes they may have met on a dating app and started seeing each other within the past year. Adam was released without bail, and the police department's investigation have not declared him a suspect in the mysterious disappearance of this young Rutgers student. Quote, he was chasing my son somewhere around town in Point Pleasant. The public called, he got arrested. Father Morty Wortman III told CBS News New York, quote, there was no bail, they let him out. So Adam Zalouk's hearing regarding the knife threat was this Monday. He got himself a plea deal. So Adam actually pleaded guilty. He will avoid jail time as part of the deal, which the Ocean County prosecutor says was offered because Wortman isn't available to testify. Now, this is ironic, isn't it? 2 other charges of weapons possession and criminal mischief were dropped. Adam agreed to pretrial intervention and to attend an anger management program. Now, because the individual who's the victim is not able to be produced for testimony to assist the prosecution in executing the case, because of that, the individual that admitted by way of a guilty plea to assault will get a lighter penalty because the individual is missing. Once again, according to the latest information, that person is not listed as a person of interest in the disappearance, okay? All right, so months before his disappearance, Morty filed a protective order that was not enforced because he was consistently stalked by Adam, according to the report. Wortman's family says that despite a no contact order, in the weeks leading up to the disappearance, Adam's white SUV had been spotted outside of the young Mr. Wortman's house. Quote, his dad says he did look out there and saw the car out there, and then the car pulled off, said Wortman's cousin, Omar Reyes. There's another quote. I know Adam did something. Wortman would never just disappear. He would never leave his family. He's a mama's boy. Adam had something to do with it, said Wortman's friend, Trinity Cottrell. He was telling me in the summer that he was being stalked by Adam, and there were numerous conversations that Wortman expressed, that he was in fear for that. What happened leading up to this disappearance on November 21st? So according to Marks, Wortman and Adam met up at Regional Day School the night Wortman disappeared. The two reportedly drove behind the school in Adam's car and went into Collier's Mill. That's a wooded nature preserve toward a fire pit. Both individuals then allegedly got into a heated argument before Wortman ran off into the woods. Mark said, relaying Adam's version of the events. Mark said Adam reported Wortman missing around 12 p.m. the following day. Morty's friend alleged that Adam never checked Morty's house to see if he was there prior to reporting him missing the next day. According to him, his family coordinated a local search effort. His mother said, quote, "My family members, they took off the whole week. Like, we were out there every day, all the way to nighttime. We were out there for over 12 hours, just searching and searching." Mother Johanna Reyes said, "In the 3 months since, Johanna has continued to search for her son. She is dedicated to looking for him, rain or shine. Quote, I've been out there. I have ripped coats. My pants have gotten ripped. I lost my hat a million times," she said. "I've gotten stuck out there. I'm still going out to search. Do I believe he is there? No. Is that all we got? Yes. Will I continue to search what we have? Yes, because that's all I have," Johanna said. They have not found a single trace of him in the woods. As you can imagine, a chance in hell for a parent is a chance. And so while she can say no, I actually don't believe that it is probable he's in these woods. There's no other lead but the woods. And so she's continuing to search for her son there. The family, however, is not buying the narrative that he got lost. The family says Wortman loved the woods. They don't believe he simply got lost, especially with his car parked just 2 miles away. Quote, like, he could have got lost in the night, but I know by the next day, he would have found his way somewhere, Mark said. Quote, it is very mind-boggling, end quote. And those close to him don't believe he just ran away. Wortman's sudden disappearance is out of character for the college senior who is close with his family and involved on campus, an active student. That's according to Marks. Quote, he was very invested in his family, a really good kid, Mark said, never the runaway type. He was just always such a bubbly, positive person, Marks said. Another quote, absolutely 100%. We are all convinced that Adam has something to do with it, Marks added. Quote, our family wants an arrest. We want him to be arrested, and this is another day he is walking away free, end quote, said Marks. I want to reiterate. The authorities have not charged him, and they have not listed him as a person of interest according to the information that we have, all right? All right, there's more. The prosecutor's office stated, quote, details about more specific investigative efforts cannot be released at this time. This investigation is active and ongoing, end quote. No suspects or persons of interest have been named in Morty's disappearance. Despite the pain she feels not knowing where her son is, Johanna is being patient. Quote, I know it's an ongoing investigation, she said, quote, and I have to trust the process. I want to show you some of the areas. Let's put it up. This is in Jackson Township. The area that Morty disappeared is known for its Confederate flags and the overwhelming support for Donald Trump. To help convey the essence of this town, I'm going to show you photos of a house boasting Confederate flags that displayed what appears to be a KKK Halloween display. This was back in 2021 in that same neighborhood. When a local news outlet posted about Morty's disappearance, locals made a joke of it. You can see them joking there. Ryan says, of course, someone may have harmed him. Just take a look at him. Mike says, based on that photo, I'm afraid for the people he's harming. And Diana says, well, that damn nappy hair and bull earring, yeah, he don't hang with normal peeps. Okay. The kind of person Morty is. So Morty's disappearance has left a huge hole in the home. Quote, he's been an old soul since he was little, she said. Always polite, kind, very talkative, gentle giant, not a mean bone in him. She said, he gave me hugs, kisses, I love you every day. At the time of his disappearance, Morty was a senior at Rutgers University, studying to be a landscape architect and commuting from home. Quote, that was his passion, like he loved plants, Johanna said. Morty's hometown, with the help of the Center for Missing Persons, is offering a $10,000 reward for anyone who might have information about the disappearance. That information is there. Also at Indisputable, we want to help the family. If you would like to donate to Morty's family to help them as they continue to search and hire a private investigator, they're almost at their goal of $40,000. Sometimes when a case like this happens, and I've been a catalyst to help families hire a private investigator, or when the body is found, a private autopsy. It costs a lot of money. Private investigators cost money. Autopsies cost money. Getting to the bottom of things costs money. Everything costs money if you do it privately. And when you don't have the kind of support locally required to solve a case or to find a missing person, you have to rely on volunteers and private resources. So if you can, do the very best you can to support this family. All right, we'll continue to bring you updates as they come. Dear brother, thoughts?
Well, first, I want to echo what you just said. I encourage anybody who heard this story and found it to be harrowing, like I did. It's a heinous situation. I can't imagine being in that family's place. Make action out of your feelings and donate to this family going through this terrible moment. As you were going over the details, it felt like so many miscarriages of justice stacked right on top of one another. And I work in family law here, and oftentimes we have a situation where a person has a protective order against another person, and it is not prosecuted effectively. So complaint after complaint after complaint are made, and nothing adequately is done. And all of a sudden, the unthinkable happens, and everybody's looking around like, oh gosh, what could have done to prevent this? And I understand the movement toward this. And I think there was some allegations that the gentleman who had the protective order out against him had been released on a previous charge with a cashless bail. And I understand the movement toward that. I remember in 2020 what the protests were about and all those sort of things. But I think we've overcorrected in some instances. I think now we've gone to the point of where we were harshly punishing people based on their socioeconomic status, and to now we're not punishing people who are actual criminals. And now we got actual criminals running the streets and badgering people, and get arrested and released, and arrest, release, arrest, release, till they finally do something like that amounts to a murder or involved in a disappearance, whatever the situation may be here. But this family will be in my thoughts and prayers. And I wish we had some common sense criminal justice reform that doesn't perpetually victimize people.
Yeah, very well said. We will keep you updated as the story develops. Hopefully there's more information soon.